Welcome. We're on week. Ooh, I just looked at it. 5?
Yes. Uh, did you make your, did you get a better camera or something? Because you're coming in way better than normal.
Yes, thank you for noticing. I did get a better camera. I took an investment. Thanks for everybody that's been watching. That allowed me to get that step forward into increasing the stream quality. New camera, new mic, new a lot of
visual
things.
quality. Visual quality, the usual mediocrity of the actual entertainment is still there. So you know.
Yeah. We're not gonna actually be better at being entertaining. Just keeping that the same.
But
You never know.
yeah, week 5 of the Blind Mountain, and as always, I offer one of the group the option to try to give us a little update on what happened last game with the reward of a small amount of EXP given. So,
Call it.
who's taking that
Okay,
responsibility?
so
Alright.
that'll be me, Mukatil. Last time, we finished up that little encounter with goblins, even though it turned out to be a much larger encounter than we were anticipating, because more came out from the darkness and essentially pushed us back. Well, not pushed us back. We retreated back to a choke point to begin essentially shooting and stabbing at whatever came through that choke point, which was put to much better use when Riceland managed to cast Grease to make it so that anything that came through would have to essentially try to not fall and just die immediately, which one creature actually did because he fell and essentially broke his neck, if I remember right. That or he just got heavily damaged. I can't remember which exactly. But we managed to handle all the rest of the goblins with that little choke point, and with the fact that Frederick managed to essentially set himself on fire with magic to be intimidating as hell, which was really useful. And I managed to break my sling, so that was fantastic. So now I'm stuck throwing rocks.
That's what you were doing before. Just with help.
Yeah, just, with a little bit more range, but whatever. So then we managed to clean up all the goblins, strip them of all their gear and weapons and such, set the bodies on fire because we already had a little fire area going because Fox had managed to place down some oil that we managed to set on fire to essentially start roasting goblins and then end up roasting the goblin corpses so that way they wouldn't come back to kill us later as Restless Dead.
Woo for oil.
Or huzzah for oil. And so then we proceeded onwards to find 2 humans or humanoid creatures that were essentially being kept here as slaves, that they were extremely pale, extremely emaciated, and they were essentially just carrying rocks. And we managed to get them to eat, and now they're essentially traveling along with us because now we're being we're being big damn heroes and keeping them alive so that way they can join society once more.
Society's overrated.
Yeah. Anyway, so then we went into this little grassy alcove because we saw the other way was full of red vines, and we just noped right on past that. Oh
I thought
shit!
that was
Actually,
lava.
no,
Actually,
it looked like
something.
I think it was something. It was something that we noped away from. Oh,
Yeah.
but before we actually did that, we actually saw there was also what looked to be an ancient teleporting circle to the north of where we are right now, which was still in that very big cave where all the goblins were. Then we came down here and found a big magical orb-like thing with 4 smaller orbs that looked to be of the elements of fire, wind, earth, blah 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 blah. We found it interesting that there was in fact a tree here growing underground where there's no light, but we just
That
thought
is alive.
magic.
Somehow.
Yeah, that's alive. We just thought it was magic that didn't have to explain shit. We decided to go ahead and get some water because we were all pretty beat up, and we just thought that might be refreshing. And it was, because it healed us. So that was fun. Frederick managed to take a sip and not get healed, but then after taking a second sip later, he did get healed some.
Oh yeah,
And
that
he
guy.
Pumped, yeah, he promptly passed out. We decided to go over and take a look at a bush that was also near this river, over here, if I remember right,
And discovered the
Because it was growing
end.
good berries.
and discovered the End, which was some sort of Cthulhuoid multi-armed creature that was terrifying.
It was
But
not the
thanks,
end.
it was not the end, thanks to Holquin's ability to summon wolves to just tear at a new one.
Yeah, that wolf was amazing.
That wolf essentially
Whoa.
saved our asses.
That wolf was MVP.
Yes. And so we managed to defeat the End by some grace of whatever. And essentially, when we tried to get a corpse of it, it essentially just broke into pieces and then just broke into dust, which he had to throw into the lantern, which then turned the lantern a tan color, which is weird. But anyway,
Oh, yeah. Then we retrieved
Actually-
the good berries, which taste like human flesh.
yes, and we know what human flesh tastes like because amnesiacs.
Yeah, right. Apparently we were all cannibals in the past life.
We were actual cannibals, Shia LaBeouf.
All of us. Every single
Yep.
one.
And
Let's see.
so then we came
Yeah,
over.
that's-
Then we came back
11.
over to this little grove and essentially promptly passed out. Fox decided to promptly pass out within the roots of this tree, and
Best
Right.
idea, by the way. Best idea.
It
Rest
would have been
idea.
if someone attacked us from the outside. They never would
Yeah.
have seen me. They just crossbow bolt,
Right.
crossbow bolt.
He ended up
Riceland took the first watch and essentially looked over Frederick until Frederick woke up. In which case, Riceland was like, "Hey there." And so immediately freaked Frederick right the fuck out.
I can't
And
wait
to-
to edit that.
To the point where he had to essentially pull myself and Hoquin aside to say, Riceland's a fucking creeper, and we said, nah, he's Pool Man. And then after walking with Frederick a little bit, he saw that Fox was getting wrapped up in some vines that apparently wanted to give him a hug. And so after
It's
waking
becoming
Fox
Rule 34 very quickly.
up, yeah, it was getting really creepy. He woke Fox up, told him to get the hell out of there. Fox got the hell out of there, and then immediately woke myself and Holquin up to figure out what the hell it is. And
Hulk was
so,
having a very odd dream at the time.
yes,
Then I climbed up and found a woman.
and found that there's a woman inside, so that's interesting. Oh, and also within the session, I had a small flashback. Yep, there you go. I apparently had a small flashback that I didn't actually from a sound that apparently I didn't actually fully hear completely. Riceland had an image of a place called Innsmouth, which, you know, those of us who read H.P. Lovecraft know that that's the best place to be. And then Hoquin had some sort of weird dream thing with someone reaching out to him in the middle of the ocean, and then woke up, and now here we are.
I'm starting to realize Ash enjoys Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't joking in the chat earlier about the brand of Cthulhu in the other game.
Yeah.
Well, we'll deal.
Man at work.
By the way, right as you start... 25, cool. Right as you started, I found my notes from the last session.
Well done, sir.
I'll try to keep notes of this one so I can try to do next week.
Okay. And then you'll
Yes.
fail and none of good experience.
There. Now I'm not muted.
I mean, we could hear you.
Yeah, I mute the chat in between when you guys talk so I don't have any feedback.
That's fair.
So currently, they got 25 EXP, and I was telling them that they started off with all of them gathering to converse and understand the situation of what's happening with the tree, the goblin, the two individuals, and more importantly, where to head next, and what about these 4 stones. So as the scene opens up, the group is standing in a semicircle around each other with the backdrop of the tree in the distance, with the light of the torch burning around them as you guys look at each other.
Actually, tree's like 10 feet away, and it's my lantern still going on the floor.
Yeah.
So, there.
It's okay.
So yeah, there's a woman up there in the tree.
Yeah.
Who's being creepy now?
I mean, you're both pretty creepy.
You-
I mean, how am I creepy? I just found her like that. Okay.
That's
No,
Also-
you're fine. Just don't break the tree like you did that one time. No.
I wonder if she
Anyway.
felt that.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. The tree felt it. You heartless son of a bitch.
Maybe the tree shouldn't have been so weak as to just, fly off.
It's on the ground.
Anyway.
What do you want from it?
We're actually having a conversation about the tree. I do think there's more pressing matter.
The tree is irrelevant. Yes. Anyway.
Wow, I
Alright,
can't
so
believe a
Frederick-
druid said that.
Yeah.
Shut up. Anyway, Frederick. We're cool, right? We're more or less friends in some capacity or another. Yes.
I mean, that's a word for us.
I suppose.
These are
yes. I did
parts of
sleep
English
around
language.
you, so I have some residual respect. What's your point?
Except for that one. And then I pointed to Riceland.
All right, Mukateo, don't exacerbate the situation.
Did she say
Um,
slept around with us?
Don't ignore it. Let's just move on. Alright, so here's the deal. I had my weird dream. I think the woman you found is belated. And if
Man,
Anyone's wondering
someone's
why-
seeming all important.
oh, shut the fuck up. I mean, I'm sure you're wondering, like, hey, why did I have the dream? And oh, wait, it's totally related. It probably is, though, because, you know how sometimes, like, my hair changes color to green, like I wake up, my eyes are hazel and they turn blue, things like that.
I just thought that was some weird thing that your race did.
Yeah, I kind of passed it off as a dryad. What are you again?
Faye.
Fae? Yeah.
Oh, as far as you guys know, I'm a half-elf.
Yeah, as far as we know. Still, we
Anyway.
thought it was weird enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, and
LV
it-
things.
So, just so you guys know, that's not something half-elves normally do. That's because I'm a fae. So everyone
Okay.
get all shocked at the same time.
Frederick
I'm a
actually
killer
takes
man?
an impulsive step backwards.
Hey, I'm fine. Like, I'm cool, bro. Promise. But, like, I don't know too much about
Oh,
what I am exactly. And the fact I happen to look like a half-elf is incredibly convenient because of kind of like his reaction. People would probably not react well. However, I trust you guys. We fought together with badgers and weird spiders and other shit.
okay.
Fucking
Listen.
spiders.
I don't. As far as I can tell, it does seem like everyone on this mountain is racist, but I don't think any of us are. Just saying.
That's why I'm telling you,
So,
Frederick.
okay.
I hope you're not gonna just, fireball me or whatever it is you do.
Nah, I got better things to beat up.
Like I'm not dangerous as much as anyone else is here. I'm just a guy. I happen to be quasi-immortal, but that's not going to be relevant for a long, long time.
That's only become relevant after we're all dead from old age.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make you some sweet graves. Don't worry.
Say
That's,
something nice at our funerals.
Yeah. Right.
Absolutely.
I mean,
that's
it's
probably
guaranteed
why
to
I
not
had
for
the
me,
dream.
but whatever. But
That's why I had the dream, and the indication I got is maybe that if I go to sleep again and I allow the tree to touch me, maybe I can communicate with her.
Well, but you just go
Because
touch
I
it
don't-
now.
I was
Just-
going
just
to, but I mean,
Go up and do what I did.
yeah. But I did that before, and I determined that the tree was alive, but I didn't get much else. So I think I need to be unconscious.
Go up to where the girl is. So up there.
The 8 strength druid looks up and is like, I don't know about that.
I'm an 8 strength rogue. I pulled it off.
Hey Fox, shut your word hole.
Here's the thing. Can you maybe help me get up there? Maybe
I can boost you up there.
I can't climb at all.
I can boost you up there.
That would be helpful, I think.
Yeah.
We can be careful.
You notice that during this entire time, as you're going over this explanation, Frederick hasn't made an approach closer and hasn't made any attempt to speak again.
Yeah. We can do it.
He can be racist over there.
Frederick, we're not gonna have any problems, are we?
With a long pause, he would finally respond, "No, we shouldn't."
Good.
Good.
That's good.
I like just sentiment of that real.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we just turn our backs and he just takes out the gun and shoots us all.
Hey,
Speaking
not
of
bad.
which, where is that? Oh, you should have that actually.
Possibly.
As you look over Frederick's overall demeanor, excluding his facial features as he still has the mask, that has been very helpful to hide any visible tells that his face could have to you guys this entire time you've met him, really. You try to look at any other tells, his feet, his hands, his overall posture, as it gives off a person that is antsy, or it looks like he's etching and or preparing for something. You're not too sure if the words he spoke have truth or inward lies to them, though.
Yeah, I didn't see anything more than that, so whatever.
Look, Frederick, we did make a deal. Are you going to go back on that? Or are we going to continue?
I don't go back on deals. It just isn't
Good.
my shtick.
His
Good.
shtick. Good. I like a man with a shtick.
Old men have shticks.
Are you
Anyway,
sure
moving
about
on.
that?
Moving on swiftly from this entire train of conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It was far
Yeah,
too
help
easy.
Help me get up there and look at this. I think it's a dryad. I think. Not sure, but it's my best guess.
Alrighty.
As you
Well,
guys
you're-
are maneuvering doing that, Frederick would move close behind Riceland, put a hand on his shoulder while he's facing
set
the
him on fire.
operation opposite direction of the group currently, as he would lean in and whisper into your ear, "Can we have a chat for a moment?"
Okay.
Just wanted to say. You're really weird.
Oh yeah. By the way, Chris, you probably want to edit your the max health and max XP of your token because it looks kind of funky at the moment.
I would love to if I knew how.
I think it's
Click the token, click the
Yeah, just
gear,
like-
and edit it.
Or you can just
Yeah.
double click the token.
I can't click.
Or that.
do you have the mouse selected? Like the mouse select move.
Are you
Yeah,
on
I
ruler?
think- I think he's on ruler because he.
Of course I did, man.
Why is it everyone,
It's always
every
ruler.
person I play with, have it on ruler?
I always have mine on cursor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ruler's great.
Oh my god!
Listen,
Holy crap!
mine is predominantly on draw shape. Okay, just so you know. I gotta find the thing to erase that. Where is that? All the better.
Just click it and press delete, it'll go away.
But yeah, he would
Oh, yeah.
speak into your shoulder and or towards your ear. It's like, can I have a moment to speak with you?
Sure enough,
But
man.
still, let's do this.
As he would walk north, expecting you to follow. Alright, so coming back down here, you guys make your attempt at getting up there. It with the boost, it's with no issue to get towards the inner cove of where Fox spotted the woman trapped within the tree.
And I'm going up with him because I don't want him to be up there without backup.
Make a
Thank
climb.
I think we should.
I'm just gonna watch from down there. Just right out if I need to.
Alright, you get up there
So
with
that should be.
little to no effort whatsoever as the two of you get on this cove, as well as it looks like the inner part of a tree that looks to be hollowed out majority of the way to reveal this woman that's lined by multiple different vines and whatnot. As you see this non-clothed woman with her arms outstretched and her head just laying into the back of the tree itself. And she's laying there motionless.
I'm outstretched how?
Like Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Part of the
Okay.
tree, part of the roots.
Alright. Does she appear bound or just like part of the tree?
You're not too sure currently. It looks like there's definitely things coming from her that making her one with the tree, but you don't know if it's so much trapped and or chose to do so.
Hmm.
I just looked at him just like, well, you're the tree hugger here.
Yeah, I'll activate tree hugging powers. Why not?
Go up there and hug her.
Hot.
Responsible for that.
I got a 14 on knowing nature stuff, which is bad.
I mean, it might be enough for this. Who knows?
Tell me exactly how you're going about your check as a RP aspect. What does it look like?
Well, like, you know, I like look around, and like I closely examine her, particularly her face, for any like tell signs, like, you know, she's in pain or anything like that. Then I sort of examine sort of the connection between her and the tree.
As you look around, you notice that the inner workings of the tree, like that's above her, is covered in a very thick, like onset of moss that you assume to be common for the type of trance she's in. Because moss is known to carry moisture and at the same time can give a tree nutrients while taking nutrients at the same time. So it's a good state to put someone in if they go into a catatonic state, to have this moss around them if you're able to access the nutrients that moss is giving. So as you look around, you think that this is probably a sustainable tree pod for her. To the extent of why she's in here, though, you're not sure.
Okay. Still no indication of how this tree is surviving without sunlight, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You think maybe that orb has something to do with it? I mean, the thing's bright as all hell.
Yeah, there are no leaves here, so it wouldn't help.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna, I guess, put my hand against her forehead and just basically do like what I do in the morning every day, like where I meditate, take on an aspect of something. I'm gonna try and do that now, except without the whole gaming aspect. See if that does anything.
Alright, so Fox, while the two of you like lean in as you just close your eyes as the scene kind of zooms out and looks down at Fox, what are you currently doing? As Mukatiel's like holding himself in front of the hole and Harlequin actually just went out of vision for you completely.
Everything okay up there?
Sure, he's doing his whole dirty hippie thing.
Sounds good. It's like thumbs up from down here.
She wasn't meditating, otherwise I'd like to kick back.
I'm just other than that, I'm just staying there, just ready to assist should anything come about.
While you're sitting there and watching that, it goes up to the north as Frederick moves a little bit further to just this area right over here. As he waits for you.
Don't you think that's far enough, Frederick? They can't hear us from here.
I like to be certain.
Okay.
You probably didn't mean that to sound creepy as all hell, but it did.
You came up as so wrong. Okay.
As you come up here, he would turn, have his hands clasped in front of him as he begins to actually pace in place when you get over here.
So, what's going on?
Can I tell you something? I feel like I need to tell you something.
You sound anxious.
He's a Fae.
Yeah, I heard the conversation.
He's a fucking Fae. He's just continually pacing back and forth currently.
Pretty powerful preconceived notions of the kind, huh?
He would stop and just like, no. There's only one of them that I care about. But it drives me crazy that I couldn't even spot one right in my face. As you're standing here and he's having this conversation, you're starting to get the idea more that it's not so much that he's a Fae, but there's probably something else behind this that he's more so... It feels like he's more aggravated at himself than it is at Harlequin.
Okay. Some kind of history there? Are you... Anything you need to share?
He would turn as he would just hold his hand out like, let's just say that a certain Fae wronged me, and for a long time I've been trying to find them. It's one of the main reasons why I joined this guild, or joined the guild to begin with. But with all my time and training, I thought I finally reached a level that I can acceptably say that at least I'll be able to keep up with their movements enough to pinpoint them out.
Yeah,
And I was
I
looking
get
one in
that.
the face for a day's time now. As he continues to pace again.
Well, listen, maybe we can go a bit further here. God damn it. If you can tell me a little bit more about the person who wronged you, maybe at some point in time, we would be able to help you find whoever it is that you're looking for.
Because I care about you.
He would sigh as he'd look over to you. He was like, "Are you sure you want to open that book? You won't be able to close it until the story's finished."
I say return it to the library.
I really dig books.
He's all into your books, man.
He would stop as he would look at you and just gives a nod as he starts to get in a more comfortable mindset to explain you something. As we move down back towards Hoaquin. As you reach out and just lean, you're putting your forehead to hers. That's what it was. What are you doing again?
I think he was caressing her face.
I was just putting my hand like right on her forehead. See if it did anything. I don't know
As
her
you-
well enough to go forehead to forehead yet. I don't think.
Yeah, probably not.
As you touch her forehead, it has the consistency of a crisp, wet leaf.
Okay.
But other than that, it doesn't seem to give any tells. You don't have a vision or anything like that. You just touch her.
Pervert.
It's her head. I like. Yes, I have a thing for foreheads. Gets me sexually aroused.
I mean, someone probably does.
Probably. Alright, Alright. I'm gonna just like, this doesn't appear to be working.
Nope.
Did you try kissing it?
Shut your word hole, Fox. I told you once.
I don't really know her well enough for that, so no, I didn't try that.
Is
I wouldn't
this
recommend.
really the time?
I have a better idea. One that probably doesn't involve sexually harassing her. So, you know, there's that. Just on
It
the
could
off
have been a
chance this
purely
works.
platonic kiss. Just saying.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah. Shut your word hole for a third time.
Yeah. So Hoaquin, on the off chance this works, he will say in Sylvan to her, I'm here to help.
As the moments that those words finish crossing your lips,
Oh.
a canopy of like lights start to light up in the cove that the girl is in, of what looks to be moving lights.
Okay? Like, just
Wait.
looking around, like,
As you look around, it actually looks like
What'd
the
you
lights
say?
itself are insects of some sort. As they start to flutter around and actually fly out of the tree itself.
Oh, thank God, they're not spiders.
they're insects. Spiders are not insects.
They're close enough. Shut your face.
Oh, Druid, this
Listen.
is a distinction that I must bring.
Spiders are arachnids. Everyone knows that.
Fox, I will punch you in your in your word hole if you don't shut up.
Why do you keep
Right,
calling
anyway,
it word hole anyway?
Yeah, let's follow them. What are they doing? These bugs?
They're just filling up this entire area currently.
Okay.
Can you detect
Again?
magic?
No, I don't have time. So yeah, I'll just continue on speaking in Sylvan. Like, I'm here to help you. I was the one in the dream. I think I saw you, but I don't know how to help. Can you communicate at all?
Seems like just with the words that you spoke, the wildlife has come to terms with your existence, but the woman itself still seems to be within the exact same state, which is motionless, quiet.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so yeah, Pokemon turns and looks at him and is like, alright, your talking does something in my native tongue, but a lot. It's unfortunate. It's the only other idea I have is to go back to sleep. Pretty much.
Did you try any other languages?
I know 3. I'm speaking one of them to you right now.
I know
Okay.
4, and I don't think the 3 of them I do know will do anything.
Yeah, the
I
other.
I spoke her native tongue, and I can speak my druid language. But unless she's a druid, she can know it. So there's no point.
Well, try Druid. Why not?
I mean, some spirits of the forest might know it.
I say in druidic, like I'm a druid. If that helps.
That does a damn thing.
No, it doesn't seem like it did.
Yeah. Okay.
I shout up in Elven. Woman, can you hear me?
You.
I say curses in a completely flat tone to Fox and druid. So he has no idea what I'm saying. I'm just insulting him.
I then say the same thing in Draconic. Because I can do that.
The moment you do, all the lights that been radiant, made by the insects, made by your torch, immediately go out.
Whoa.
What the fuck did you do?
Great job, asshole.
Why would Draconic make everything
Because
go crazy
dragons
here?
burn shit down.
So all the fire
Okay.
goes out? That doesn't make any sense.
Totally
Right,
does. Means
I'll speak
pissed
Sylvan.
off.
I'll counter with Sylvan and say, "Hey, wait, come back. We need the lights. Can't see very much."
I go back to light my torch back up with my flint and steel.
Lantern.
Lantern, yeah. And
So
While I'm
bring the
doing
lights
so.
back, or what?
yeah, and while I'm doing that, like muttering curses in Dwarven.
Is everybody robotic or is that just him?
Okay.
Never.
Oh, yeah, does Sylvan bring the light back?
Hold on, I think I'm having connection issues.
No one's
Hold on. Don't crash.
Yeah, the stream is getting a little iffy.
Don't jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
I think it. Oh nope. Things are kind of moving a little bit slowly. I'm giving status updates, not jinxing. Will
That's
not
enough.
have your superstition carry the day over science.
Alright, I think it stopped.
Science
Okay.
for the win.
Alright, good. That's better.